Hey, it's Daryl at Good Attitude Services, 10-foot truck. And I finally got another removal job. Did a mattress and box spring removal for Load Up app, which is good because there's a couple more I think I'm going to look at for this week. So when I don't get calls for my advertisement, I'll do the Load Up app whenever they have a chance. So I did that, and then I'm going to get the rest of the stuff I have. I gotta take some more stuff down to the transfer station, some old chairs, and I got this washer that I was gonna recycle. Unfortunately, I called the recycling guy because I haven't really dealt with recycling for these washers, and I couldn't really get an answer if they're gonna. I mean, they were open at certain times. I don't even know where they're at. And I live so close to the transfer station. I could literally, it's just right down the street. I think it's only like a half a mile. So these recycling centers and stuff that take the washers and take dryers and refrigerators and all that, and metal, they're far from here. They're far from where I live. So it's almost like a lot of times I just have to go to the transfer station because I don't waste. It's just really, it's just like not even a block, like a block away. I could walk there, so I'm not wasting any gas. So it's just more convenient for me. I'm not really going to get much on metal recycling, and then over there at the transfer station, they'll take them. And since I don't have that much weight, I'm really not going to pay because I'm just adding this to whatever I have to take. It'll just be like the minimum charge, probably like $16.84, whatever minimum charge. Because anything under 300 is not going to be that much, so it's not really worth my time and all that driving gas going across town to go to these recyclers. So since I live so close, I just end up taking them there. They put them aside. I don't know if they recycle them or what they do with them, but that's it. Until I find someone who would come pick them up, I'll let someone pick it up and if they want them, but I haven't found anyone that does that yet. So I'm gonna take it down there with the rest of the stuff. And I had this thing tied up here. I tied another video where I talk about this rope that it's like a dollar store rope that I use. It's very cheap. I get it down at the dollar store for strapping things to the walls of the truck so they don't slide around and flip over. And it's really thin rope. I did a little experiment because since I don't really care about this, I'm not concerned about this washer being broken because it's already old and worn out. Really, unless someone wanted to refurbish it, which I doubt it. I decided I would tie it against the wall with a dolly with that cheap dollar store rope and I drove like 50 miles today. I did like a 50-mile round trip for my job, and it's pretty rough roads. There's a lot of wind, a lot of chuck holes and things, so the truck was bouncing around quite a bit, so it wasn't a smooth ride. So there was a lot of movement in the truck, so I figured, well, let's see how this rope lasts. I just wanted to do a little experiment. I don't recommend it if you're going to want your stuff to, secure to do this with this kind of rope, but it's crazy. It actually works. See this little thin, I don't see the camera, but I can see it. It's this thin, like, dollar store rope. Like, literally, look how thin that is. I mean, it's nylon rope, and I just tied it to the wall there. And, surprisingly, the washer didn't move anywhere. It stayed right there, and I made sure that I tied it towards the center, like in the box. See how I didn't tie it like against the wall, so it would have two, like, when you reinforce it with these, and reinforce it to this. Of course, it's going to give it more of a solid stability, but I put it in the middle so it would have a lot of shake. See how it shakes around? So I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure it was going to be moving around in the back and how long that rope would last. And like dollar store stuff, you see, I don't expect it to be the highest quality material. And like I bought that for $1, a whole roll. I don't know how. I have another one I haven't even opened up because this one, I've had that for a year. I've used this rope for this dollar store rope. I bought it a year ago, and I'm still using it, tying up mattresses, tying up box springs. I've tied dressers, and so far it hasn't broke. I got lucky, I guess, but I don't recommend using this on heavy items like appliances, but I just kind of wanted to test the strength of it just to make sure to see the stress test on it. But it's not recommended to use that when you're tying things down. Prefer a thicker rope. I would prefer a thicker rope, more durable rope, or a strap or a canvas ratchet strap would be better, but that's pretty good. I like that. So keep using that rope just for things like that. Or usually I just use that for tying down the dollies, like strapping down these dollies so they don't shake or fly around in the truck. That's usually a better source for those kind of small rope type things. But it handles some pretty good weight on that. That was pretty decent. But so that was interesting. And then now I got to load up all this stuff. I got wood and pallets and all kinds of stuff. I got to get in this truck and take it down to the train station. But like I said before, it's only, I think, 0.5 miles to the transfer station. And where I go to the transfer station, it's only, I think it's 16, unless it's changed. Last time I was there, $16.84 for a minimum charge of around 300 under, and 107 or 108 somewhere around there per ton, which I never really, with junk stuff and just regular furniture and those type of items, I never go over like 500 pounds or maybe 1,000. I think I did one time with 1,000 pounds. But as far as a ton, no, I don't think your average junk job for me, or at least with this truck, I'm gonna do a ton unless it was like construction material and concrete, which I don't do. I'll do appliances, mattresses, couches, chairs and household garbage, stuff like that. But that usually never really goes much more than 500-600 pounds, or maybe 1,000. So I'm never going to pay I can fill this truck up. I've done it a couple times where I filled it completely, and I think the last time I filled this truck up with a junk job, I think it cost me like $30 to unload, or $30 at the transfer station for the fees for dump. So that's pretty much your average. I think one time I did 40, it was around 40. That was pretty heavy stuff. It was a lot of heavy garbage bags. That was like $40 to unload. So it's not too bad. And plus the fact that it's right down the street, it's very convenient. To me, it's like I really wasn't going to get into the junk removal jobs. That wasn't something I wanted to get into. I was more interested in just doing your moving and your pickup delivery for furniture from stores and like, that kind of thing. That's what I really liked doing, I was marketing. But when I moved here into the Spokane region, where I'm in the Spokane Valley area, when I moved out here and realized how close I was to the transfer station, I'm like, well, it wouldn't be. It's like it's so close. Why would I not do offer that service? I mean, it's just right there. It's so convenient. So I'm trying to do more advertising on that level of doing that junk removal, putting up ads, and making sure that people are aware that that's also a part of my service, so that that's something that I can add to what I'm doing, give me a little more variety of work. So that being said, I'm going to fill up this truck for today and head out to the dump. And I got another job coming up. I'm hoping to get one tomorrow, but I have another one coming up on Monday, and that's a moving job. So that's good. So hopefully I get something to be in between that. I'm trying to doing more marketing now, doing more ads every day, making sure I got something up there. I got a lot of work to do. I'm looking into advertising on Nextdoor. I know you can like buy ads on there, and I know that's a good place for people to go look for services. And I'm going to start working with that, experimenting with that. God, it's getting windy outside. Holy crap. Things are blowing around. Might have to take that umbrella to the that thing broke, I think. I got one of those outdoor umbrella things flying around everywhere. The weather's changed a bit now. It's cooling off. We're heading into the fall. which is the best weather in this area out here in eastern Washington. In my experience, is from late August, September through mid-October. Is just great weather. It's beautiful. It's like in the 70s, 60s, 70s, maybe in the 80s, but not so hot and like in the summer. So these days, like this month, is gonna be great for work because it's not too hot to go out and work, do labor jobs. So looking forward to this next month. Good Attitude Services 10-foot truck signing out.